The section we just checked out is on the other side of that mess, and I climbed up here and then slid down the ore chute. I don't remember being born, but it was probably something like that. You notice here it says surface. That's the way we came from. And on the inside there it says shaft, and that's pointing towards the shaft that we dropped down yesterday in that direction. So far all this fits. That paint does not look new. That looks like it was brushed on a long time ago. So that's a good sign as well. This end of our rope, or this rope on the ground there, the drift continues. See, it says stop with an angry face right there. Stop. And there's other graffiti here as well. I always like the faces. I'll show you that in a second. I just want to show you this. I can't make out what this says. I see B's and H, individual letters, but nothing complete. Then there's this. Marp. Love somebody. A lot of love in this mine. A lot of love. Alright. That stop is obviously above the dust and such, because that stop is very crisp and clear, where the rest of it is covered in dust. See, it gets a fair amount of water down here. See all the dried mud? More arrows and graffiti. Okay, looking ahead, it runs. See that? There's an old ore chute here that's been sealed off, but it's full of material, evidently from a stope up above, probably a failed stope considering how much material was blocking that there. Probably not a big stope given the limited number of dots. So we'll just duck under that and carry on. Those are my friends there. 1933. Looks like somebody's initials. 1943, I believe. MM. And there's a date there I can't make. I see 19, but I can't make out anything else on that. 40. All right. Oh, there's more. Wow. Again, this graffiti is harder to read. FRA. I've got Stopey Deliciousness overhead. That runs up quite a way, actually. I see some platforms up there.
Pretty solid big timber.
You can see the infrastructure lining the side. And down in front of us, and then looks like things drop out below where Jeremy is.
It's pretty deep.
Is it?
Yeah.
Cool. Those mines are dirty, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. Did you look back here? Is this just a stope?
So that goes back a little ways.
Yeah?
And it drops down.
Okay.
I mean, we could go down it. I don't think it's the best way to go down.
Okay, but it's a possibility.
Yeah.
If you didn't hear that, it's a stope, as you can see. But back here, it plunges. Oh yeah, it does. Back here, it plunges down. Doesn't look great. He's right. Does not look great, but that is a possibility if we run out of other options. Okay. All right, so we got the naughty miners here. I didn't even show you this yet. I'm not sure what's going on there. There's like a female figure on the right. Another miner there. Huh. Don't know. But that is funny. Okay. Looking ahead of my friends up ahead. And here is... Ooh, that does go down a long way. That's a good 100 feet down or so. I think I'm going to put the camera away and focus on getting across this without dying. And then I'll pick up over where Jeremy is. I was just about to cross over that section when I noticed this Union Carbide can here, which I thought was pretty cool. 2 pounds, miner's lamp, 1/2 inch. It's in good shape, isn't it? Made in the USA. That's my backpack scraping if you're hearing that weird sound. Wow, that's pretty cool. Okay, now I will put the camera away and cross over this. I just crossed over all of that. Definitely would not have wanted to fall down there. I can't even see the bottom with this light. Just disappears down in the black. So that's not likely a survivable fall. There's a little bit of graffiti here. I think you guys can tell what that is. Naughty miners down here. And we keep running ahead. They've really stoped out a lot between the different levels, as you can see. This looks pretty sketchy right here. I can't tell. I don't trust walking on that. See, it's caved out in the middle here and all the way through over there. And given what we saw at the last stope, it could just be empty beneath this. So I'm gonna walk on the rail. Again, I'm gonna put the camera away and I will pick up over there. See the marks on the wall there, or the rib, excuse me. Anyway, like I said, I'll pick up over there. Just crossed through there, and as I expected, there is a pit there. So I'm glad that I focused on getting across that. There's some stuff on the ground in front of me. Old baking powder can. I don't know how old that is. Some miner's graffiti here. Like a female figure there. Hard to tell what she's doing. Looks like almost like a martini glass there. And we've got Frank. And that's the reason I know that's Frank. We've got Frank here. And Frank It's kind of hard to tell what's going on down there, but it sure looks like Frank is bumping uglies with that individual. And then I can't really make out what the rest of this says. There's more behind us here. And then you can see the rails disappear for a little while there. I'll walk out on the rail till that point. That gets me to here. You see the ground is giving way beneath the rail there. And then there's this debris pile to climb over, which looks kind of like a pain. So I think I'll pick up on the other side there. I'll show you this little bit of graffiti here, if you can even make it out. Yeah, hard to see. I'll pick up over there somewhere. I was last shooting over there and climbed over this pile in front of me. There's more graffiti here. It's hard not to think that these miners didn't have a lot of free time to be doing all this. Here's looking ahead. Looks like there's some artifacts there, which is cool. Another ore chute here. Interesting thing with this one is that the sides are gone. So you can see the stope overhead. They're clearing out. There's a look back. Like I said, everything is essentially completely stoped out. The levels are on. We're basically walking on false floors between stopes in this mine. You see that with all the big voids beneath us as well. All right, big can right here. Still oily or greasy. There's more graffiti here. Again, hard to tell what is going on. There's a lot of emphasis on the genitals, so that jives with miners. Again, looking back where we came. And this is the way we're going. There's a big ore chute in front of me here. You look up into the stope. It was emptying. And then there's the infrastructure on the side leading up. Looks like it says 660 there. Not sure what that's in a reference to. We haven't gone that far from the shaft or anything like that. Looking ahead, looks like I've got a climb ahead of me. Let me just get under the ore chute here. We've got a bunch of gobbing here. Gobbing and backfill. And then it's just gobbing from the look of it. There's another face. DDH 100. I definitely have to put the camera away to climb over that. So I will pick up on the other side of that in just a minute. Okay. All right, I will put the camera away, climb over that, and pick up when I can. I just climbed over that. It's all stope overhead, which is why there's a bunch of material that accumulated there because it came crashing down the stope. A lot of ground fall through here. so it's rather difficult going. I can hear my friends up ahead. You're gonna have to crawl with me here. I'm sorry. A bunch of pieces of wood tossed back here, and I see bits and pieces of rail here and there. There's some rail there. All right, looks like we might be out of it up here. See some of the mineralization in here. I'm gonna crawl through that last section. I'll pick up filming on the other side. I was just shooting back there and looking ahead, Jeremy, and we've got kind of a cool setup here. See the loaded bucket right there. Looks like this is a blast sheet that got loaded as well. And at it, or excuse me, the drift continues that way. And I've been told this is the best target we've come across for dropping down deeper. So we'll hit that in a minute. In the meantime, I'm going to keep running this out. Head that way. I just scurried over to this point from there. There's more miners graffiti here. Hello somebody. And you can see the miner has his penis out. But the best graffiti I've seen so far is right here. They've got graffiti of a miner mining. See the miner with his picks and his little ore cars and the rail. I think this is nothing down. There's an ore chute right there. There's another miner pushing an ore car. Presumably this is a shaft right there going up to the surface. I can't tell what's going on there, but this is primo miners graffiti. This is really cool. Makes me excited about what else is below us. And looking ahead, runs. We've got stope here. Very skinny stope here, like 3 feet or so in front of us. And I have to get low here. This is interesting. It's very low right here. See the mineralization. They left this for support, but you can see what they're taking out of here. That's what the ore looks like. Okay, low, going very low. All right, looking ahead. Got a pit here in front of us. Oh, this is gonna be tricky to get by. There's a pit here in front of us. So I'm gonna, let's see. I'm just sort of spider monkey along the side there. And then it keeps going beyond. Wow, look at the mineral deposits in here. All right, definitely have to put the camera away for this one. I'll pick up somewhere over there. To get across that, I had to have my feet on one side, my hands on the other. Good thing I wasn't wider. Otherwise I would not have made it. 60 more dots. All right, it keeps going. Opens up again. Some more of the mineralization. And then it faces out. See that right there? Now I already know that it faces out because the others already recon that. I just wanted to show you how it looked. I don't feel the need to crawl all the way back there because that's the face there. So we'll head back, Jeremy's going to do recon on that section dropping down with a ladder. And hopefully we can get down deeper that way. We're all rigged up. Jeremy's getting ready to do some recon on this one. I'm hoping the ladders run all the way down to the next level, because that would be great. We'll see. There's definitely airflow.
Ladder feels solid.
Right on.
Cool.
Hopefully it keeps going. Jeremy reported back that the platform down there is the top of a stope. And so he's moved past that and is dropping down the stope itself. So maybe a while before we hear back from him, but hopefully get good news. We've got a bit of a debate going on as to whether this is a map behind us or if there is just some artistic purpose behind it. I thought...
I'm trying to level. It might be false floor going down. Give me 5 minutes.
Okay.
That.
He said that he hit another false floor. He can't tell if it's a level or not. So he's going to recon it out, give him a few minutes. Anyway, Jeremy thinks this is a map of what's below us. I think it's just artistic expression. What was your call, Graham?
My initials call was just artistic, but I could see it being an artistic rendition of the mine, which would technically be a map. So
I like it. Now, the downside is that I think that says nothing down. Graham took a more optimistic take that it said mining down. But hopefully all will be revealed shortly. Once we're able to, well, we'll see what Jeremy says. If this runs, we'll go down there as well, of course. Just a little update while we're waiting here. Jeremy got down to that platform, and then there was a huge void beneath him that he dropped down into. He's been gone for a while, but we can feel from the tension that he's back on rope and coming up. So I'm taking that as a negative, because if it was good, I think he would have shouted up to us to come down. But we'll find out in a moment. While I've been sitting here babysitting the rope and such, I was looking at the drawing, or carbide drawing next to us some more. And if you remember, I was trying to figure out what that guy was. And now that I'm down here sitting next to it, I'm looking at it. I think the guy is drilling. I think that's a pneumatic drill. That's the jack leg. And I think he is drilling in toward this thing that we assume is the shaft. In case you don't remember, the nothing down is right here with the ore chute, and then the guy pushing the ore car. So, yeah, my best take on that one, though, is the guy is working the pneumatic drill. When I get the word from Jeremy, I'll update you again. All right, words to come back. Jeremy found a drift level down there, so it's going to be really difficult getting the packs down there, but somehow we'll manage, and I'll pick up 150 feet or so below us. Just made our way down here to the sub-level here. Just ends back there, and a little blasting cap tin here, which is pretty cool. And Jeremy is behind me. You see the sub-level continues. I guess it's just the top of a stope, really. It's not really a sub-level, is it?
Yeah.
The stope continues that way. And then I just felt a puff of air. We are continuing down behind Jeremy there. I just dropped down from there. We've got Graham making his way down. You see we're still in the stope here. And Jeremy and I are standing on a little ledge here. And there's an ore chute behind us. Oh, cool. There we go. There's the bottom of the ore chute with our rope down there. And that's our way out of here. So we're going to have to hand line down. There's a carbide can down there, too. That's cool.
Big 10.
Big 10. Got some gobbing down there. So the drift is at the bottom of the ore chute. So we have to drop down, go out the side of the ore chute, and then the drift is back that way.
And so when I dropped down the bottom of this ore chute, it's plugged. I had to kick out the side of this ore chute to get out of this thing.
Nice. Well, that's a good sign. I doubt many people have been down here if we had to do that. Doubt anybody's been down here. I like the sign of that carbide can there too. That's a promising indicator. I hear Graham coming, but I don't see him yet. It was tight. We had to dangle our bags down between our legs to get through that section. It was tight. Just dropped down from up there. You can see I'm standing in the ore chute here. Some scraps of denim here. So the denim. So the way out is to go through here. You can see Jeremy down there on the drift level. Got more denim here. And this is that big Union Carbide can. And then the ore would drop there. So I'm going to get out of Graham. So there's more denim up there.
Did you get it?
A couple pairs of jeans here.
The oldest jeans in the world?
All right, I'm going to get out of the way and cut out through there.